The moment you stop chasing control, you become truly powerful. Most people spend their entire lives fighting battles they were never meant to win. They try to control what people think about them. They try to control the future. They replay the past again and again, hoping something will change without realizing. They become tired, anxious, and emotionally trapped by things they were never able to control. But more than 2,000 years ago, Stoic thinkers discovered a truth that changed everything. Peace does not come from controlling the world. Peace comes from controlling yourself. That single idea helped ordinary people survive difficult times with dignity. It helped leaders remain calm under pressure, and it can completely change the way you think about your own life. Today you are about to discover 12 Stoic lessons that can help you become calmer, stronger, and mentally unshakable. Let us begin. Lesson 1. Most people believe the strongest person is the one who always wins, the one who speaks the loudest, the one who always has an answer, the one who never lets anyone disrespect them. But real strength looks very different. A young man once visited an old teacher and asked a simple question: "How do I become impossible to defeat?" The teacher did not answer. Instead, he took the young man to a mountain that had stood there for centuries. After a few moments, the teacher asked, "What do you see?" The young man smiled. "A mountain." The teacher nodded. Every year, powerful storms crash into this mountain. Heavy rain falls, strong winds push against it. Snow covers it. Lightning strikes nearby. Yet the mountain never argues with the storm. It never tries to prove that it is stronger. It simply stands where it belongs. The young man remained silent. Then the teacher looked at him and said, "That is real strength. Most people spend their lives reacting. One rude comment ruins their day. One criticism destroys their confidence. One rejection makes them question their worth. They allow other people to decide how they feel. Without realizing it, they hand over control of their own mind." Stoicism teaches something completely different. Your peace should never depend on someone else's behavior. If another person's words can control your emotions, then they control you. Think about that for a moment. How many conversations have stayed in your mind long after they ended? How many nights have you lost because of something someone said? How much energy have you wasted trying to prove yourself to people who were never willing to understand you? Every unnecessary reaction steals a piece of your peace. The strongest people understand something that most people never learn. Not every battle deserves your attention. Sometimes walking away is not weakness. Sometimes silence is the loudest answer you can give. Imagine carrying a glass filled with water. Someone accidentally bumps into you. Only what is inside the glass can spill out. Life works the same way. Pressure does not create your character. Pressure reveals your character. When life becomes difficult, your habits appear. Your mindset appears. Your emotional control appears. That is why Stoicism never asks you to control the world. It asks you to master yourself, because once you control your own mind, very little outside of you can disturb your peace. Now stay with me, because the next lesson explains why two people can face the same problem, yet walk away with completely different lives. Lesson 2. A few years ago, two close friends lost the same job on the same day. Both walked out of the office carrying the same box of belongings. Both received the same news. Both felt the same shock. But 6 months later, their lives looked completely different. The first man spent every day blaming the company, blaming his boss, and blaming bad luck. He kept repeating the same sentence: "Life is unfair." The second man allowed himself one day to feel disappointed. Then he asked himself one simple question: "What can this situation teach me?" That single question changed everything. He learned new skills. He improved himself. He found better opportunities. The event was the same. The result was completely different. Stoicism teaches that events do not control your life. Your interpretation does. The mind is like a window. If the glass is covered with fear, every opportunity looks like a threat. If the glass is clear, every challenge becomes a chance to grow. Most people never question the stories they tell themselves. They immediately believe every negative thought. "I am not good enough. Nothing ever works for me. People always disappoint me. Slowly, those thoughts become beliefs. Those beliefs become actions. Those actions become a lifestyle. This is why protecting your mind is more important than protecting your comfort. Your thoughts shape every decision you make. They influence your confidence. They influence your relationships. They influence the future you create. The moment you learn to challenge negative thinking, you stop becoming a prisoner of it. Every difficult situation carries two paths. One leads toward self-pity. The other leads toward growth. The choice is always yours. Now here comes the lesson that most people ignore. It sounds simple, but it has the power to remove a huge amount of stress from your life. Lesson 3. Imagine trying to stop the rain with your hands. No matter how hard you try, the rain will continue to fall. Now imagine spending your entire life trying to control what other people think about you. The result is exactly the same. You waste your energy fighting something that was never yours to control. This is one of the greatest lessons in Stoicism. There are only two kinds of things in life: the things you can control and the things you cannot. You can control your attitude. You can control your effort. You can control your choices. You can control your discipline, but you cannot control another person's opinion. You cannot control the past. You cannot control tomorrow. Lee. You cannot control every unexpected problem that appears in your life. Yet most people spend almost all their energy chasing these impossible goals. That is why they feel mentally exhausted. Every morning they wake up carrying worries that do not belong to them. Real freedom begins the moment you stop carrying that weight. Focus on what is inside your control. Let go of what is outside it. At first it feels difficult, but with practice, your mind becomes lighter. Your decisions become clearer. Your emotions become steadier. Life itself begins to feel different. And the next lesson takes this idea even further. Because sometimes the greatest teacher you will ever meet is something most people spend their whole life trying to escape. Lesson 4. No one wakes up hoping to face pain. Every person wants an easy life. A life without failure, without rejection, and without disappointment. But life has never worked that way. One day you lose something that mattered to you. One day someone you trusted walks away. One day a plan you spent months building suddenly falls apart. In those moments, most people ask the same question: why is this happening to me? A Stoic asks a different question: what is this trying to teach me? That single change in thinking changes everything. Think about a blacksmith shaping a sword. The metal is placed into intense fire. Then it is struck again and again with a heavy hammer. If the metal could speak, it would probably believe it was being destroyed. But it is not being destroyed. It is becoming stronger. Human beings are no different. Every challenge leaves you with two choices. You can allow it to break you, or you can allow it to build you. The strongest people you admire today did not become strong because life was easy. They became strong because they refused to quit when life became difficult. Pain is never pleasant, but it is often necessary. Without failure, there is no wisdom. Without rejection, there is no confidence. Without struggle, there is no growth. The next time life becomes uncomfortable, do not ask when it will end. Ask who you will become because of it. That answer matters far more. Now stay with me, because the next lesson explains why the people who seem the most free are often the most disciplined. Lesson 5. Most people think freedom means doing whatever they want whenever they want. For a short time that feels exciting, but over time it becomes a trap. A person who cannot control their habits slowly loses control of their life. They know they should wake up early. They press the snooze button. They know they should exercise. They say tomorrow. They know they should stop wasting hours scrolling on their phone. Yet they keep doing it. Little by little, their own habits become their prison. Stoicism teaches a different path. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. Every small promise you keep to yourself makes your mind stronger. Every excuse you remove makes your character stronger. Real confidence does not come from motivational speeches. It comes from keeping the promises you make when nobody is watching. Start with something small. Read one more page. Take one more step. Finish one more task. Those small victories slowly become a powerful identity. One day you stop saying, "I am trying to become disciplined." You simply become a disciplined person. That is where real freedom begins. But here is something even more surprising. Sometimes the thing standing in your way is actually leading you exactly where you need to go. Lesson 6. Imagine a river flowing toward the ocean. One day a giant rock appears in its path. The river does not complain. It does not stop. It simply finds another way. Eventually, the same rock that tried to block the river becomes part of its journey. Life works the same way. Every obstacle carries an opportunity hidden inside it. Most people never discover it because they stop the moment life becomes difficult. A closed door forces you to find a better one. A failure teaches a lesson that success never could. A setback builds patience, resilience, and wisdom. The obstacle is not your enemy. It is your training. Every challenge is preparing you for a version of yourself that does not exist yet. The question is never why this happened. The real question is what this moment is trying to prepare you for. Once you begin seeing obstacles this way, fear starts losing its power. Problems stop looking like endings. They begin looking like new beginnings. And the next lesson may be the most important one so far. Because no matter how difficult life becomes, there is only one place where peace can ever truly be found. Lesson 7. Have you ever noticed how often your mind is somewhere else? Your body is sitting in one place, but your thoughts are replaying yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. Hours pass, but you never truly experience the moment you are living. This is how many people spend their entire lives. They wait for the perfect day, the perfect opportunity, the perfect version of themselves. But that day never arrives. A wise man once watched a child building a small sandcastle beside the sea. The child laughed with every handful of sand. He smiled without thinking about tomorrow. Then a wave came and washed the entire castle away. Instead of crying, the child smiled again and started building another one. The wise man quietly said, "That child understands life better than most adults." Children enjoy the present. Adults often miss it because they are busy chasing another moment. Stoicism reminds us that today is the only time you truly own. Yesterday cannot be changed. Tomorrow has not arrived. The present is where your life is happening. When you eat, taste the food. When you speak, truly listen. When you work, give your full attention. A peaceful mind is not created by having fewer responsibilities. It is created by giving your full attention to what matters right now. The more present you become, the quieter your mind becomes. Now let me show you another habit that silently steals happiness from millions of people every single day. Lesson 8. A man bought his dream house after working for many years. For a few weeks he felt grateful. Everything made him smile. Then he started looking at bigger houses. Soon his dream no longer felt special. Nothing around him had changed. Only his expectations had. This happens more often than people realize. The human mind quickly becomes used to what it already has. Instead of appreciating it, we immediately start wanting something more. A better phone, a better job, a bigger house, a different life. There is nothing wrong with having goals. The problem begins when happiness depends on reaching the next goal. Stoicism teaches that gratitude is one of the greatest forms of strength. The person who appreciates little things is difficult to disappoint. Take a moment and think about the life you wished for a few years ago. Some of those dreams are already your reality, yet your mind has moved on without stopping to notice them. Gratitude brings your attention back to what truly matters. It reminds you that peace grows from appreciation, not endless comparison. The richest person is not always the one who owns the most. It is often the one who needs the least. But there is one more lesson that many people avoid, because they fear disappointing others. Learning this can completely change your relationships. Lesson 9. There was a man who never refused anyone. Whenever someone asked for help, he said yes. Whenever someone needed his time, he said yes. Whenever someone wanted another favor, he smiled and agreed. People called him kind, but inside he felt exhausted. He had no time for himself, no energy for his own dreams, no peace left at the end of the day. One evening, an old friend gave him simple advice. Every time you say yes to something, ask yourself what you are saying no to. That question changed his life. Every unnecessary yes was stealing time from his family, his health, his goals, his future. Stoicism teaches that your time is one of the few things you can never get back. Spend it wisely. Saying no does not make you selfish. It means you understand your priorities. Not every invitation deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your response. Not every person deserves unlimited access to your energy. The people who respect you will also respect your boundaries. And those who become angry because you finally protect your peace were often benefiting from the fact that you never did. The next lesson may surprise you the most, because protecting your energy is not about avoiding people. It is about choosing carefully who deserves a place in your life. Lesson 10. Take a close look at the people around you. After spending time with them, ask yourself one simple question. Do I leave this conversation feeling stronger or weaker? Some people inspire you without saying very much. Their calmness becomes contagious. Their honesty earns your respect. Their presence makes you want to become a better person. But there are also people who constantly bring drama, negativity, and conflict wherever they go. They complain about everything. They blame everyone except themselves. They pull others into problems that never needed to exist. Stoicism teaches that protecting your peace is not about avoiding the world. It is about choosing your environment wisely. The people around you slowly influence the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you live. Choose relationships that encourage growth instead of chaos. Choose conversations that bring wisdom instead of endless noise. And when someone repeatedly destroys your peace, do not feel guilty for creating distance. Protecting your energy is an act of self-respect. Now let us move to a lesson that changes everything from the inside. Lesson 11. Every night before going to sleep, imagine asking yourself 3 honest questions. What did I do well today? Where did I lose control? What can I improve tomorrow? These simple questions have the power to transform your life. Most people spend years judging others. Very few spend time understanding themselves. Stoicism teaches that real growth begins with honest self-reflection. Not to blame yourself, not to feel ashamed, but to become aware. You cannot change a habit that you refuse to notice. You cannot improve a weakness that you pretend does not exist. Every day gives you another opportunity to become slightly better than yesterday. Small improvements may seem invisible at first, but over time they completely change the person you become. Do not chase perfection. Chase progress, because progress repeated every day becomes excellence. And now we arrive at the final lesson. The lesson that gives meaning to every other lesson you have heard today. Lesson 12. One day every success, every failure, every possession and every worry will be left behind. At first this thought feels uncomfortable, but Stoicism asks you to see it differently. Life is valuable because it is temporary. If time lasted forever, nothing would feel important. Every sunrise matters because it will end. Every conversation matters because it cannot be repeated exactly the same way again. Every person you love becomes more precious when you remember that every moment together is limited. When you truly understand this, something changes inside you. You stop wasting hours proving yourself to people who never cared. You stop delaying the dreams that matter. You stop allowing fear to make your decisions. Instead, you begin living with purpose. You begin speaking with honesty. You begin acting with courage. Because you finally understand that time is the one thing you can never earn back. So use it wisely. Choose peace over pride. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose growth over comfort. Choose wisdom over impulse. These choices may seem small today, but they quietly shape the rest of your life. Stoicism does not promise a life without pain. It does not promise a world without problems. What it offers is something far more valuable. The ability to remain calm when everything around you becomes uncertain. The ability to think clearly when others panic. The ability to stand with confidence without needing the approval of the crowd. Remember this, you cannot control every event that enters your life, But you can always control the person you decide to become because of it. That is where real freedom begins. That is where lasting peace is found. And that is the true power of Stoicism.